Howdy folks, it's Diecast Buffet here, and it's time for race 21 out of 36 in a NASCAR Thunder 2003 Season Mode Let's Play. It's the Brickyard 400, and it's going to be the race we'll be racing in this episode. The last two races have ended in a W for the Citgo 99 Ford Taurus, and I hope we can get our second three race wins in a row this season. We won Martinsville, Richmond, and Talladega all three in a row. Now we have the opportunity to do it with one of the biggest races of the season, the Brickyard 400. Now this is one of the tracks that I'm just honestly not that good at. This is just a racetrack that I have struggled out at every NASCAR game, whether it was NASCAR 2011 or NASCAR the game 2011 or NASCAR 09, NASCAR 06, whichever. It's just a racetrack that I've never liked. Just can't actually love the racetrack. It's just the style of it is just so different. Being four different corners, I get beat here pretty bad. So I'm hoping that we'll be able to figure it out in the setup and we'll be able to have a competitive race car. Here you go. Let's go look at the standings. So we are 7th in points, folks. 7th in points. We surpassed both Joe Gibbs Racing teammates with Bobby Labonte and Tony Stewart. So that is huge. Absolutely huge there. So I look very much forward to the next race. And hope we can catch Ryan Newman or even Jeff Gordon. That will be something to look forward to. We're like 11 points out. So Newman, if we have a good finish, we can get him. And if we get a absolute great finish, we should be within 10 points of Jeff Gordon. And get this, folks. Jeff Gordon, who was 12 points behind Marlon like 2 or 3 races ago, is now 271 points behind. So when I said after the Atlanta race that Gordon, it might be his season, I guess he had a DNF the last week or not, I don't know, but he is absolutely just pooped a duck, and we've gained tremendous amount of points, and now Jeff Gordon is falling out of the championship picture. But who's fading back in? It's Dale Jarrett. But at the end of the day, if Sterling Marlin doesn't have a DNF or anything, Marlin is pretty much going to be the said favorite, unless Martin or Jarrett can try to just win a crap load of races. But I think the biggest shocker is Rusty Wallace entering the 3-race stretch, which was the 3-race wildcard stretch, which was Sonoma, the Daytona Road Course, and the Pepsi 400. He was about 8th or 10th in points. He's moved up to 4th. So winning at Sonoma and nearly winning the Pepsi 400 was absolutely a huge deal for him. Schedule, we got Watkins Glen coming up next race. That would be awesome. Then we got the Pepsi 400, and then we have Bristol. Oh boy, it's going to be fun. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to these two. I know we can win Michigan. I know we can. We have a hot rod, man. We have a hot rod there. Watkins Glen, man, that is going to be a survival race. But yeah, so a lot of cool things. We're just going to run the normal Citgo colors, and let's go racing. Alright folks, so we qualified 4th for the Brickyard 400. After doing extensive car setup work, I think we have a hot rod. Or maybe not a hot rod, but I think we have a pretty decent car. We're pretty fast in qualifying, but I just don't know if we're going to be able to be competitive during race trim. But one way to figure out, and let's sit down to the PreRace ceremonies.
Welcome to MRN's live coverage from the famed Indianapolis Motor Speedway for today's Brickyard 400. The Brickyard is a track with a lot of history, and it's seen plenty of great racing over the years, hasn't it, Barney?
Well, every little boy has a dream of one-day racing here at Indy. And what an exciting experience for the rookies who are getting to do it for the first time.
Jeff Burton will try to use this race to gain a couple spots in the points.
You know, all these guys are very happy with their top 10 season so far. Hopefully they can mount a charge that will pick them up some more points on the leaders.
Tony Stewart is clinging to a top 10 points position coming into this race.
I had a chance to talk to him this morning, and he's looking forward to this race. He feels they have a very strong car that can pick up some more points this week. We'll keep an eye on him.
Something a little out of the ordinary in this one for Jerry Nadeau.
You're right, it's going to be tough for him. You get so used to starting up front, and then you have an off week, and you have to start towards the back. Then when race day comes, you feel like you passed 1,000 cars at the end. And worse yet, sometimes you never make it to the front.
Engines are fired. It's Ryan Newman and Jeff Gordon on the front row. Time to go dueling in Indianapolis. So we've gained a lot of points the last few races, but we're going for 3 straight today. That's the goal. We were going for 3 straight. Can we do it? I think the odds are against us, but darn it, I want a top 10 today. You know, I want a top 10. Jeff Gordon, he's got to regain a lot of points. We know he's going to be fast. You know, he won the first win back in 1994. He's going to have a good run today, I think. And Ricky Rudd, he has definitely been heating up last few races. So it's going to get interesting. Here we go. Green flag in the Brickyard 400. Turn 1 is just super difficult because the way the track looks, it's kind of hard to kind of see it when you're coming in here at 190 miles an hour. Oh my lord. Not a good start. This is a really weird racetrack. It handles like no other racetrack on the circuit. 4 corners, very difficult. Running 6 right now, but we have a lot of straight line speed. I mean, look at this. We're just pulling away from Casey Atwood, who won the Daytona Road Course a few weeks ago. Now I'm just hoping that the car will not have an engine failure from high RPMs. It's a 16-lap race. Not too long of a race, but this is a big race track. I don't know how long we can stay out from fuel. Should be seeing pit stops around lap 9 or so. See, turn 1, I don't know about something about it. It's just I can't land the car well. Like, you want to hug the bottom group. That's how you get around the Indianapolis, is getting right down there where that rumble strip is. It's really hard to get it in there in turn 1. And to go back up to 4th position, got a pretty decent car today. After winning 2 straight races, we really need to. And as you notice, I am feathering the throttle a little bit more than I probably should. I'm worried that the engine's going to explode. So I'm kind of trying to see what the limit is on this car. Oh my god! Matt Kenseth hard in the wall, just suicide to the wall. That's cool. Well, rip our teammates. Got Scott Wimmer behind me in 5th. I just don't want this engine to start spewing out smoke or something. Because we're running like right against the red line. So it reminds me a lot of my setup I had on NASCAR Heat 3 with at Eldora. I had a setup that literally I could blow the engine almost every straightaway. I had to feather it, but it was so much faster than the AI. It was worth it. Like this, it worries me because we're getting really close to the top temperature. So, oh my lord, no. Yeah, it's just, this track it's never favored me. I have never been good at this racetrack in any NASCAR game. I've just never I like the racetrack itself. I just don't run good here. I just don't. It's just the corners are really weird. They're really technical. Like, I can do an online race here and I will get swamped. I can do an online race at Texas or Atlanta and I'll be okay. It's just, this racetrack is very technical and just, as you can see, the car is just not doing good at all. Lap 4 out of 16. Again, I'm just going for the top 10 today. I know we have 2 straight wins, but we have to be realistic. I don't think we're having a winning race today. I don't think we can do any strategy to get 2 tires or whatnot, but dang it, man. We just cannot get the car where we want it. The car is just sliding. Look at that. It is ridiculous how much the car is just sliding off the corner. Not good at all. Okay, we take lap 5. Who's in the lead? It's Jeff Gordon. Much needed points day for him. It's going to be crucial for his championship hopes. Just turn 1. I don't understand it. I cannot land it at all. I cannot land turn 1. I got the whole field behind me. I have to be a little bit more aggressive, I guess. Just don't know how we can make the time back up on 3rd place. Just something about this racetrack that just doesn't suit me. And we already got some takers for pit road. We're just maybe about half a lap or quarter of a lap shy of halfway on our tank. Much better turn 1 than before, but still we're not gaining anything. I think we could go ahead and pit now and be okay, but I still want to pit with the leaders though. I mean, look at this. We're pulling away from Bobby Labonte on the straightaway, which means we have speed. It's just we don't have the handling. I mean, look at this. We have no handling. I'm not entering the turns well, and look, Bobby Labonte's just going to go around me now. And there's nothing we can adjust really on the car. Like, if we can get behind someone, we can get a massive run on them. It's just we have the speed. It's just we don't have the handling. We cannot land the car how we want. We're running 4th. Bobby Labonte is going to be on the outside, but we're going to burn him down the back straightaway. And there we go. If we get the car to land, it would be great. And Mark Martin's going around me. I'm going to go ahead and pit. We're not doing anything good by staying out here. I mean, Matt Kenseth's about to pass us after slamming the wall. Alright, no damage repair, 4 tires. We should have to just go out there and earn it. That's all we can do. It's nothing we can really adjust. We just have to just go earn it. Alright, we need a clean pit stop. Again, you know, I want to win 3 straight, but we have to be realistic. We're not going to win 3 straight. We have to go out there and just fight for, you know, a top 10. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Look at that, a great pit stop, 15 flat pretty much. Great pit stop. And we were pretty aggressive on getting on pit road too, so we didn't give up much time. So I consider that one of our best pit stops of the year. And that is a very good thing to have at a track like this, where we're not super good, but we're not terrible either. Like on the back straightaway, we gained so much. I mean, if this thing was a super speedway, we'd be almost lapping people at this point, it seems. If we could work on our handling, we would definitely be in better shape. I think we could have maybe made the car a little bit looser in turn entry, but I can't do nothing to the car because we maxed out our wedge. So again, we're just going to be hoping that we can come away with a top 10 today. I think that'd be a solid finish for a racetrack that we're not really strong at, and we can get ahead and get ready for Watkins Glen, which is going to be, it's going to be crazy. Because that one is the speedway of road courses. So they have the handling on me, but we certainly have the fastest raw speed out of anyone out here. I mean, look at the much speed. We're just burning them. I mean, look at this. We're breaking 200 on turn entry. It's going so fast, that might be why our handling's so bad, is we're having to check up a whole lot more. Oh no. Oh no. Whew. That could have been bad. Alright, a lot of guys on pit road right now. I mean, we see Casey Atwood. We qualified somewhere up in, I think, the top 10, I believe. And also the transition of the freaking the sunlight to the shadows really throws me off in turn one. I think that's a big thing. It's much like how it is in Major League Baseball. At some fields, you know, it's a dome or something, you don't have any shadows. But sometimes in an open field you have shadows, and it's kind of hard to see the baseball as a batter. And that's kind of what the situation here is at Indianapolis. Is that corner comes up to you so quick, and you just can't see it. And with me going faster than anyone else, it's even harder to get in that corner because we have so much more speed to scrub off to be able to even make the arc. But yeah, let's just hope we can get a top 10 today. I think that's very respectable and very realistic. We had a great pit stop sequence, but will it shake out? I don't know. See, like this right here, we just terrible corner entry. That was all on me. Oh my goodness, Jimmy Johnson! I didn't even know he was there. Like, I seen the little marker in the bottom left, but I thought he was like on the apron. And yep, there's Hamilton, and we're in the wall. Oh my lord. Well, so much for that. Yeah, we just want a top 10. Let's just get out of here with a top 10. I mean, we could have brought a better race car. We really could have. We could have worked a little harder, I think, in the setup department. I know some things I could have tried to make this car a little bit better. But, you know, live and learn. So, we won't win this race, but that's okay. Again, as long as we get a top 10, I am satisfied. That is today's goal, is top 10. As the crew chief said it is 5 to go, and it looks like we'll be running off, what, 8th? Yeah, 8th. Which isn't too bad, but we did lose some positions due to our overall speed. I'm just going to gap the 8 car here, probably. Or maybe he's actually running off our draft. Yeah, he's running off our draft, I think. Just look at the corner entry. We just can't get it because we're having to use the brakes. I need to be more smooth on corner entry and throttle control. That's what I need to do. Instead of using brakes, use throttle. Dang, and we probably won't even get a top 10. We still got a good amount of laps left. And I can use the brake there, and it just upsets the car's handling. Look at that, they're just going to run around. Oh my lord. I cannot run this racetrack for the life of me. This is the worst racetrack for me out of all of them. Like every NASCAR game, this has always been the worst racetrack for me. It's just something about it. I just cannot race. It's just these 4 corners. I can go run Sonoma. I can go run Watkins Glen. But you put me in Indianapolis, and God no, I just cannot run this racetrack. And sorry, Tony Stewart. Look at that, we're in the wall again. I just can't run this racetrack. I've never been good here. It's probably my least raced racetrack. I mean, God bless, we're so bad. Sorry, Johnson. Trying to pass a guy loose on the outside. Yeah, I can't hit my marks for Chief. So when I do, I slow down so much they just pass me. And then I can't keep up with them on the straightaway because they're already gone. I can't reduce the gap between both cars. So the top 10 goal is a bust. Top 20 is pretty much where we're at right now because we just don't have the race car like we need. If we could have worked a little bit better on that corner entry, that would have been better. I think if we would have made the car a little bit looser, I think we could have probably had a better race car because we're having to slow down so much to go to make the corner, which basically tells me if the car was looser, we'd go to make the corner with less scrub speed. In other words, it would be faster. And I think that's definitely costing us, but our tires are getting worn, so that's grand. Bill Elliott's going all the way to the bottom. He is determined to get around me. My car's already loose as it is on the straightaway. I just have so much speed in the turn 1. I can't even hold the car. Like, you just cream the wall. I just cannot hold it in turn 1. It handles so much different. Yeah, this is a survival race at this point. This is a mulligan pretty much. Again, it has never been a good racetrack for me. Never in any NASCAR game has this racetrack been any good to me. I can't understand how I'm that bad at this racetrack. I know you're supposed to run the bottom. Oh, look at that. We're in the wall. Freaking 19th place. God bless. We just got to get out of Indianapolis. This racetrack is just no good for me. This racetrack is just freaking terrible for me. I just don't understand how people race this thing so good. I know you got to run the bottom, but like, look at that. It's just the car is so tight. I would have wrecked Ward Burton, our brother. The only thing I could think of is the car was looser, we'd have a better opportunity to run here. But I mean, as you can see, the car is so loose in the straightaways. It would be really hard to control this race car, but it would be fast though. It'd be fast. The cleaner, it'd be fast. But look at this. Ward Burton's gonna go all the way to the freaking bottom. He's gonna slam into us. Yep. Freaking knew it, Burton. Yeah. Oh my God, this is just a disaster race now. Freaking Ward Burton goes all the way down to mow the grass to go past his brother. Now everyone's freaking passing us. Oh my God. Yeah, that could have been all avoided if Ward Burton would have not dive bombed us in turn 3. 28th. Yeah. And that goes back to what I said earlier, that this racetrack is just not my thing. I cannot race it. I love watching races here. I think it's an awesome racetrack in real life, but I just cannot race this racetrack to save my life. Oh my God.
We'll see you next week at Watkins Glen.
Now look at that, look at that, look at that! He literally goes into the grass! No, I want to see this. I want to see this. Re-show this. I want to see it. No, show me a good camera angle. Look at this. He goes all the way to the ground and just slams me, and then I'm getting hit all over the racetrack. I'm getting just demolished. I mean, look at this. Just BAM! Like, no. No, this isn't Martinsville. You can just bump someone out of the corner and you're good. No, we're at Indianapolis. I'm going in the corner 190 miles an hour. Yeah, let's just dive bomb our brother. And then look at the crash behind him. It's just stupid, man. Cost us 10 positions because Ward Burton just suicide runs, just kamikaze us in the corner. Meanwhile, Ryan Newman is going to pick up, I think, his first win of the season. Jeff Gordon's going to come in second. Let's go see how the points will shake out. Yeah, just the absolute race to forget, let's be honest. It was just not a good one today. So Ryan Newman, let's see, Jeff Gordon led the most laps today. He gets the bonus points, but Ryan Newman gets the W. So look at that. So Jeff Gordon and Newman pretty much walked away with the same amount of points, pretty much. Just one guy gets to kiss the bricks and one guy doesn't. Ricky Rudd, again, consistent. Got third. Marlon, top 5 again. I mean, look at that. Gordon gained, 15 points on Marlon? 15. So I'm saying these point situations are ridiculous, man. So, yeah, we are going to drop back in the points big time, which is very, very unfortunate. I mean, 79 points. Oh, my God. Yeah, we're going to drop back pretty well. How much money did last place get? You get 77,000. Jesus, that's not much. Oh, yeah, that was one to forget, folks. That was one to forget. Not happy about it at all. Not happy about it. I feel like we could have done a lot better in Q-Trim. Not Q-Trim, but race trim. We qualified 4th, so we had pretty good, just normal, qualifying speed, but that's on brand new tires and all that stuff. I think what we should have done for the actual race setup, we should have focused more on corner entry, and because we had the straight line speed, but we needed corner entry, and we just did not have that at all. So shoulda, coulda, woulda. Can't do nothing about it now. It's in the books, but we came home 28th. Let's just hope that we can get a W at Michigan and make it up, because that's coming up, and we got Richmond, which I know we can win that one too. Anyway, though, thank you so much for watching the video. If you liked it, please leave a like below, and if you want to see more content from Diecast Buffet, please subscribe. We're a small but growing YouTube channel, and we need all the help we can get. Anyway, though, this has been Diecast Buffet. Thank you all again so much for watching. Hope you have a great one. Diecast Buffet, signing off.